Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. I'm your host, Pete Braley. This is show number 137. And I'm here along with my co-host, executive producer, and the show creator. That would be my son, Matt.
Good morning.
We had a little dusting of snow again last night, which I think... Do you think that's Mother Nature's way of teasing you?
Teasing me?
Yeah, because you
Probably.
want snow, so...
And it's literally happened like every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little dusting. Thank you for checking us out today. Our goal is to simply start your day on a positive note. So if you like what we're doing here, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are live on YouTube weekday mornings at 8 and also available on all of your favorite podcast apps. Coming up today, a cure for getting to sleep. Which one is your favorite fast food place? We have another episode of Am I the A-Hole coming up, and a brand new Stumpah for you. All right, but first, good morning and welcome. Yeah, a little dusting of snow. I did hear that there's a chance for a significant snowfall. I think they use those words. Saturday.
Yeah, I saw something about Friday night and Saturday night.
Yeah.
So,
Of course, I've never been a fan of long-range forecasts.
is that long range?
Saturday's not really that far off.
I think anything within a week is somewhat close.
I am curious, though, because so much can happen in New England, you know, with the track of the storm, the rain-snow line. Is Mia with us this morning? Because Mia, I knew, grew up in the Swansea area, and now she lives in Pennsylvania. So I'm curious if the weather is easier, you know, for the guys to predict.
In Pennsylvania?
Yeah, when they're not dealing with the coastal impact and the Atlantic Ocean, and I don't know.
I mean,
Just a thought I
you
had.
still have to deal with it though, right? Because you got the cold fronts and the polar vortexes.
I know, but
and
we have the warming effects of the ocean that come in.
grizzly
and
bear effect.
I like that.
Yeah.
Why are we both doing the whole...
This is how weather
Oh, that's how the
moves.
weather map
this
moves?
is the motion of weather.
Oh, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. All right. Studio dog Charlie is with us, looking out the window this morning. But
Keep an eye on things. Don't mess with us, because he'll know, and he'll tell us.
Trish is on her way home. I guess delayed last night, and she did not get much sleep. So there's a warning.
Oh, okay.
I used to text all the kids when they
Yeah, but
would
I'm not like a jerk. Like, she's not. She never walks in the door, and I'm like, 50 push-ups now.
No, but when you were younger, you know, there might be that, yeah, mommy, mommy, mommy. So I would make sure that didn't happen, you know. A group text would go out. Mom, no sleep. Leave her alone.
I know me personally now. I don't think that would be me back then, but I don't know. I mean, I wasn't friends with him.
Probably not. Yeah. So anyway, she should be here at any time. It is Tuesday, January 25th. Ooh, 25th. 11 months till Christmas. 334 days, in case you're wondering. It's National Irish Coffee Day today. That's a strong coffee, Irish whiskey, sugar, and topped with a layer of cream. I don't know if I've ever had it, but...
I've said it before. I don't really mix my my alcoholic beverages and sweets. I'm not a fan.
That's right.
And coffee to me is a sweet. Yeah.
Hey, today's National Opposite Day. The aim of the day is to have fun all day long, saying exactly the opposite of what you mean. I'm so glad to see you today.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a recipe for disaster, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be someone on this planet that's going to be like, hey, will you marry me? And the girl's going to be like, oh my God.
Micah, finally.
Yes. I need to tell my mother. I need to tell Facebook first.
Yeah,
obviously.
of course. Yeah.
And then he's going to be like, oh, you should check the Pete Braley Show and see what day it is.
Didn't SpongeBob do an episode on that?
Probably.
Opposite Day?
This has been, like 800 episodes of SpongeBob? They've done an episode on everything.
It's also planned for Vacation Day. All right. Each year, Americans leave more than 600 million vacation days unused.
What are you doing?
Hasn't Justin said that? He said, you compared it to European countries, right?
Yeah, European countries get like, I don't know, mad time.
6 weeks or more.
5 or 6 weeks or something. Yeah.
Imagine leaving more than 600 million vacation days unused. Trust me, they'll get along without you. They'll get along without you.
And if they don't, who cares?
And also, haven't we learned that Tuesday is the day to book an airfare.
Book flights.
Yeah. For some reason, you get better rates on Tuesday. On the date book today, it was on this day in 1858 that Mendelssohn's Wedding March was first played.
Which one's that one?
What's that?
Which one's that one?
You know the one, da, 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 da,
Oh, that.
da, da, da,
Okay. I don't know what.
Am I right? I think that's it. The very first Winter Olympic Games opened in Chamonix, France on this day in 1924. Of course, they start, I think, February 3rd, I heard. I think they do. Like that. Beginning of February, they start. On this day in 1961, Walt Disney's animated film 101 Dalmatians was released. The Beatles had their first U.S. #1 on this day in 1964 with the release of I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Pretty good song.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
On this day in 1970, MASH, the movie, starring Donald Sutherland and Elliot Gould, is released.
Now, did that come before or after the TV show?
Before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before.
All right.
This was a big day for Super Bowls. We had Super Bowl 15 in 1981. By the way, I've been figuring out all these Roman numerals just quickly in my head.
It's probably good. Now you'll be a pro.
Until I get to the LVIs and that. Well, the I can understand, but the L I get confused on.
50. No, 50? Isn't it 50?
I think so. Anyways,
so.
Super Bowl 15 was on this day in 1981. That was the Oakland Raiders beating the Philadelphia Eagles 27-10. That would be the one John Madden won, right? He was the coach. Jim Plunkett of the Oakland Raiders was the MVP, the quarterback. On this day in 1987, it was Super Bowl 21. At the Rose Bowl, the Giants beat the Broncos 39-20. Phil Simms was the MVP. And on this day in 1998, it was Super Bowl 32 at Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. Denver beat Green Bay, and Terrell Davis, a running back, was the MVP playing for Denver. Celebrity birthdays, just one today. That's Alicia Keys is 41. All right. Whoa, a lot of people in the chats.
Yeah, really. You know what? It's the first thing in the morning, and I got to do all this reading, guys. Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
He's tired this morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes.
So many people here. This is great. Gary got some snow. Gary and Emily got some snow.
Oh, in Rhode Island?
Yes,
Okay.
but he did say he went out to clean their car to get their Dunkin' like a true Rhode Islander.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's either that or your Dell's Lemonade, right? For a true Rhode Islander?
Is that a Rhode Island
Yeah,
thing?
it's a thing.
Oh,
yeah, Dell's Lemonade.
Emily said in the chat, thanks for my coffee, G. I like it because they're probably sitting right next to each other. But I love it. I love it. Dana's here. Dana said, I made it through another Monday.
Yay.
He said, ta freaking da. I made it through another Monday.
Ta
Here we
freaking
go.
da. All right.
You know, you just got to put your head down and get through it.
Yeah.
That's Mondays for you.
Some days.
Right.
Some days.
Mia says, the weather is about the same here as it was in Massachusetts. I just normally get it a few hours sooner, though. There we go. She can let us know. So,
all right.
Yeah. No need for, your
then-
app. Your app. You just call Mia.
So then I guess Thursday night, she'll be able to let you know if there's snow coming.
Yeah,
Right?
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
Let me know. And Abby said, I asked Audrey, that's her daughter, I asked Audrey where she wanted to go this summer for vacation, and she said, well, obviously to go see Charlie.
Wow.
Okay.
Charlie, fans.
Yeah, I'm a little insulted, but whatever. The dog, really? The dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for now.
Oh, and by the way, if you weren't with us yesterday, he unplugged the whole show yesterday.
Charlie did. Don't you pointed at me. And
I
said
didn't mean you.
yeah.
I'm sorry. It's over there.
Listen,
so.
I made it 137,
Yes.
knock on wood,
Yeah.
doing an okay job. And Charlie just...
Doing a fine job.
I bring Charlie in. I thought it was going to be a new thing. We bring Charlie in. But
yeah.
5 minutes later, he unplugs the show.
Put him down, and we only for 10 seconds, though, I saw.
Yeah.
So that
luckily, I mean, that was a good test run because now I know if
Yeah.
the show comes unplugged, I just need to plug it back in and we're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was afraid you would have to do the whole login stuff again.
No, luckily it's a laptop. So if it were like a desktop and the computer got unplugged, then I think it'd be a big problem.
In the news this morning, gas prices in Massachusetts have remained steady over the past week. According to AAA, the average price for a gallon of gasoline is currently $3.36 a gallon in Massachusetts, as it was on January 19th. At this point, many of us have already thrown out our Christmas trees, but in Louisiana, these discarded trees serve an important purpose for the United States Army. The trees are part of an annual mission called the Christmas Tree Drop, It serves as a training exercise for the Louisiana National Guard, where guardsmen practice the skills that they will use in an emergency. What, they deliver Christmas trees in an emergency? No. Chief Warrant Officer Gabriel Ruiz says repetition is the key to success. The more we get to do it, the better we get at it. Aviators haul bundles of old trees and drop them in the bayou. Ruiz said dropping Christmas trees is similar to when they deploy water, generators, or food after hurricanes.
It's just obviously more festive.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mission also benefits the state's wildlife. In 2 decades, the National Guard has added about 200 football fields worth of marshland, land that has been lost to coastal erosion. That's pretty cool. By the way, Sarah still has her tree up.
Yeah, for a very specific reason.
Yeah. We're going down there next week. And, Priscilla and Trish and I are going down there. He's staying here.
It's going to be the first Pete Braley Show done in 2 states.
That's right.
Very exciting.
That's right. That's next week. But anyway, Sarah still has her tree because for 2 years, we have a picture, 2 years in a row, we have a picture of Trish sitting on the floor with Liam on her lap.
Yeah.
So we have a picture of him being 1 year old, picture of him being a baby.
A couple months old.
Yeah. Then a picture of him being 1 and a couple of months.
Yep.
So now we need another one. We forgot to take it when we were there around the holidays.
Yeah. Sarah was very upset. So all of her Christmas decorations are down except the tree.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the only one up.
For one more picture.
Yeah.
And I told Trish, I said, you better bring that red sweater. Because she has the same sweater on.
Oh, if she forgets it, they will be going out to buy an identical sweater. I don't know where they would get it, but because I feel like Trish has these iconic pieces of clothing that have been around for 30 years. So I don't even know if you'd be able to find it.
They never go out of style.
True. You'd be able to find something similar. Mm-hmm. Real quick, Diane says, Matt, because I said I don't. Charlie, you want to relax a second?
Calm down,
man?
please.
Because I said I don't mix my alcohol and sweets. She said, Matt, I guess that's why you didn't drink enough hot toddies to soothe your throat, although you do sound better these days. I do sound better, first off. Yeah. And 2, I wouldn't consider a hot toddy like a sweet. It's just honey in there.
Well, it's the honey.
Yeah, but that's not.
No.
I think of like chocolate and stuff like that.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's me.
Okay. Authorities at an airport in Amsterdam were shocked when a cargo plane arrived from South Africa carrying a stowaway who amazingly survived the 11-hour flight in the wheel well of a jet. 11 hours. Police say the man was found hiding in the nose wheel of the plane, and they couldn't believe that he had survived the frigid temperature at such a high altitude for so long. Little is known about the man's identity or condition. He was transported to a hospital for treatment. The freight carrier is investigating. Wow.
Yeah, because those compartments are not made for anything other than wheels.
Right.
Yeah. Like pressure-wise and temperature-wise.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's very cold up there.
Yeah.
And as COVID-19 forces families across, around the world to downsize or cancel their large-scale weddings, story out of India this morning. One couple has found a venue unaffected by any of these restrictions. That venue is the metaverse. We've touched briefly on this. Dinesh Padvamathi and Janagan Ramaswamy live in a city or town called Tamil Nadu, where gatherings are currently limited to 100 people. They have invited 2,000 people to their virtual reception next month. And as fans of Harry Potter, they have opted for a Hogwarts-themed party. Let me pause because Trish is here. Morning.
What's up, Trish?
There he is, all excited. Yesterday he unplugged us. What's he going to do today? Hopefully behave.
He needs to get his treat because he knows it's a thing.
He knows there's a treat there. He's trying to rush. He's like rapid fire eating this cookie. So
just so he can say hi to Trish. Yeah.
Welcome home, honey. Okay.
She's tired. Go to sleep.
Go take a nap. We'll see you at 9.
Bye-bye.
I had 2 hours of broken sleep.
2 hours of broken sleep.
I don't have anything, and I'd appreciate it if you don't unplug the show.
There you go.
Get out of here.
So I was mentioning that this couple in India.
The wedding in the metaverse.
The wedding in the metaverse. So they're going to have a Harry Potter theme, and guests can attend the wedding either on their phone, tablets, or laptops. Metaverse is a term used to describe virtual 3D environments in which users can gather and interact. That's what he told me. The groom is a 24-year-old blockchain and cryptocurrency enthusiast, so he knows all this stuff. Mm-hmm. He worked with the startup platform Tardiverse to create a castle-like digital space inspired by Hogwarts. The legal wedding ceremony will take place physically in front of a few close friends in their village. But afterwards, the couple will log on to join their reception, which is costing 150,000 Indian rupees, which is the equivalent of $2,016 to design, develop, and host. The 1-hour event, probably can only afford an hour, right? The 1-hour event will see the newlyweds virtually address their guests, who will be able to explore the castle and customize their avatars, appearance, and outfit. As well as being able to invite guests who couldn't otherwise attend, the couple said the digital celebration has another unique advantage. Get this. They can involve Ramaswamy's late father in the proceedings. He said, my father-in-law, so this is the bride's father, my father-in-law passed away last April, so I'm creating a 3D avatar that looks similar to him, and he will bless me and my fiance. That is something we can only do in the metaverse. That's wild. Huh?
Jury's still out on whether that's creepy or not. I can't decide.
I was thinking about the clone dog story we had yesterday.
Well, it's different from that, definitely. I don't know. It's a cool sentiment, right?
Yeah, that you can
someone
have
who's
him
not here can be there.
But
at the same time, someone who's not there is going to be there. So I don't know how I feel about that part.
Yeah.
But you mentioned the cost. I mean, I personally have not planned a wedding, but like, isn't $2,000 like on the lower end of things?
Yeah, that doesn't seem expensive.
So I mean,
it doesn't.
Plus, the good news is everyone doesn't have to buy like a virtual reality headset. And, you're just logging onto your iPhone.
Right.
Yeah.
So I saw a meme the other day. It was something about the metaverse, and Jeff Bezos was there, and all the billionaires were there, and they said, all I know about the metaverse is we got to find a way to charge you $800 for socks.
Oh, and they will. They will. Yeah. It probably won't be them. It's when Nike gets into the game and they're like,
yes.
Oh, no, it's cool to wear Nike socks. You got to buy socks from Nike.
Yeah. Stumpah time for you this morning.
Stumpah.
About 35% of people will never experience this. What is it? What is this? About 35% of people will never experience this. What is this? So what does that mean? 65% of people do experience this.
By the way, a funny thing I realized yesterday, I always, if I don't remember the answer, I'm like, hey, can you show me what it is?
And you have it right there?
I always have it in front of me. I forgot. And yesterday,
well, it's our way of
yesterday I was making this like I do every day, and I was like, wait a minute. Why do I ask him every day to remind me what it is?
So looking at her, was it yesterday that Mia? So is the most recent winner up top?
Up top, yeah.
Okay, so Mia and hubby. We just like that, right? Mia and hubby.
She asked me if it could always be me and hubby.
Okay.
So until they tell me otherwise, that's what it's going to be.
All right. So Mia and hubby got it yesterday.
Yeah.
About 35% of people will never experience this. What is this? All right. So
and while we're waiting for some answers, Gail says, history in the making, the Pete Braley Show from 2 states. It is problematic that because she put the abbreviation of the Pete Braley Show, PBS, which is a little problematic. Yeah. It'd be tough to use that abbreviation for like official things.
Yeah, we might get a little. I've seen.
I don't know if you can trademark an abbreviation, but
I think Diane has posted us as TPBS.
That's how I abbreviate a lot of our files. I abbreviate them TPBS just to be different because I don't want to be PBS. We're not PBS.
No.
We're TPBS.
TPBS.
Yeah, toilet paper bowl. Yeah. That's how you can remember the show.
So
Diane says, "Wow, an interstate show. Cool." Yeah.
Priscilla and I are going to see. We haven't seen Liam since Thanksgiving, so
You haven't. I saw him.
Oh, you saw him,
Yes.
right? So
It was a quick trip, but I did see him. Well, a quick trip in terms of me seeing Liam.
Right.
It was a long trip that I was down there.
He was there for a day and then flew out.
Yep.
And then you saw him
And then he
for
came
a day.
back for a day, and then I flew out.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
it was a quick trip.
but yeah, when we planned this trip down to Virginia, he was like, "Would it be all right if I don't go? Because I was just there."
Yeah.
You know.
Plus, I just got sick, and I feel like life was kind of on hold for a while.
Right.
I did the show and basically died every day.
You
so
did.
I
Yeah.
was like, well, I don't really want to get sick again. And yeah, I have things to do.
So yeah, he's set it up where.
We'll be
Now, if I can plug everything in on my end, we'll be okay.
That's
That's
true.
what you're nervous
That's
about,
true.
right?
Luckily, though, I did already call Sarah, and I'm like, hey, just a heads up, can you help Dad help me set up the show from down there? So, like, I'll call you, and you and Dad can together figure it out down there.
40 years of radio, plugging stuff in from all over the place.
But I mean, there's a camera involved now.
Oh,
There's
that.
going to be a light involved.
Yeah.
This.
Oh, I got stories, man. We did a political debate
Mm-hmm.
from the Fisherman's Club in the south end of New Bedford,
perfect place for it.
and I needed a dedicated phone line
Mm.
to plug into. So the only thing they had that was a dedicated, a line that
A line in, yeah.
Yeah.
Like what we plug into the phone out there.
right,
Yeah.
and a line that doesn't have like 3 or 4 other lines.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing they had was the credit card machine where they would run
Oh.
credit cards.
And it's the same cable. Is it the same thing?
Yeah. So number one, I had to convince the owner
Mm-hmm.
to not take credit cards for an hour at a bar.
That's bold.
Okay.
That's a bold request.
And then, and I had to climb on the floor and find the cable and all. So I'm doing all this stuff.
This
So
was back in your nimble days.
yes, when I could crawl on the floor. Right. Good point. So I'm doing all this, and we get the broadcast on, and wouldn't you know, halfway through it, I lose the connection because someone who didn't know the plan at the bar was like, "Oh, we're unplugged."
Why are we not taking credit cards? We're a bar. That's funny.
Yeah,
That's
so,
funny. Well,
anyway.
luckily we won't run into that specific situation. I'm
Right.
sure there'll be
Right.
problems that arise, but it won't be that one. Anyways,
Anyway,
a poop ton of answers.
okay,
are
about
coming in.
35% of people will never experience this. What is this?
I'm going by the first answer I see,
Okay,
which is having children from Mia.
no. All right.
Mia also says marriage.
Marriage, no.
Abby says poverty.
No.
Justin says traveling abroad.
Oh, no.
About 35% of people will never experience this. A lot of great answers so
So
far.
65% of people, so the majority do deal with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kat says, the queen of jury duty says jury duty.
No.
No. Diane says having grandchildren.
Oh, no, that's not it. No.
Abby says car accident.
All right. Nope, that's not it.
Justin says chewing 5 gum.
Chewing fire. No, that's not it.
No, not it. But so far, you win for creativity. About 35% of people will never experience this. Gary says an injury.
An injury? No, that's not it. Good guess.
That'd be a large amount of people that don't experience an injury. I guess we'd have to
Yeah.
define injury.
Yeah. I
Like,
think
are we
so.
going as small as a paper cut or?
And by the way, props to Kat. Well, I'm not sure if she's doing it this morning, but
I don't know what we're giving props for.
well,
but-
she watches the show while she's on her exercise bike,
Oh,
which she said makes it difficult to
chat.
To chat.
Yeah. I would think
still,
so.
Still going.
Mainly
still-
because she watches it on an iPad. So I feel like if it was a phone, maybe it'd be a little easier.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's on the
Yeah.
Back here, about 35% of people will never experience this. What is this? Justin says a live sports event.
A lives. Oh, good guess, but no. No.
Live pro sports event. I'm sorry. Still no.
No.
Abby says true love.
True love? No, that's not it.
It's so deep. Abby says concerts.
Concerts? No.
That's probably about right, though. That seems like a correct number for that.
That's true.
There's a certain crowd that just don't do concerts.
By the way, Kat wants to see John Party if he comes around.
Oh,
So,
okay. I'll keep an eye out.
Just ran.
So far, I haven't seen anything.
Well, it's John Party. She and I went out for coffee yesterday, and also errands. But a John Party song came on, and I said, I've grown to really like this guy. And she says, I want to see him in concert. So I was like, okay.
I did see him once.
Oh, did you?
Very good.
Yeah.
He's just a nice, like stand and play. Like his band is just good. He's not,
Okay.
There's not a lot of like dancing and like going crazy,
Pyrotechnics
but he's
and-
just like they stand and they play some jams. But he's got like some Elvis moves.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's got an Elvis vibe to him.
Oh, wow.
Anyways,
Hey,
where are we?
about
Where are
35% of people will never experience this. What is this?
Mia says a broken bone.
broken bone. No, that's not it.
Dana says cavities.
Cavities. No.
Let's see. Justin says traveling public transportation.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Mia says signing a loan.
No. No.
Abby says having great grandparents. Great guess.
Oh, no, that's not it.
No.
Does that mean your grandparents are great or great
Oh,
grandparents?
that's a great point. That's a great point.
Yeah.
Going to college.
No. No.
Disney World.
No, that's not it.
That's probably another good guess.
Accurate, yeah.
Maybe even a little bit higher,
Hmm.
probably. Mia says graduating from college.
Graduate. No, that's not it.
This breaks my heart, but Abby says finding a job they love.
No, that's not it.
That's probably higher, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Abby says loss of a loved one.
No, that's not it.
Mia
Boy,
says,
Abby's deep today.
I know, Abby's hitting me
Yeah.
with these real answers.
Yeah.
Mia says writing a check.
No.
Probably, that seems about right.
Yeah, it's not happening
higher.
much anymore, huh?
Abby says credit card debt.
Credit card debt. Nope.
Diane says shovel snow.
No.
And Gary says wisdom teeth pain.
Wisdom teeth pain.
I think we got to give it to him.
Yeah, the correct answers had their wisdom teeth out.
And I
So-
feel like with wisdom teeth pain, you're getting them out.
Yeah.
So
Good job,
there
Gary.
we go. That's what I'm talking about.
I was trying to think of a clue. I was thinking that Dana was close, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
he said
I was going to
cavities.
wait and see if anyone got it.
Yeah.
But, and then Mia said undergoing a surgery, which similar, same
true,
ballpark. But,
true.
but Gary is the winner. Gary
And-
is the winner today.
We were talking last night about how neither Trish nor I have had our wisdom teeth out, but all four of our kids did. So it's like,
3 of us because we needed to, and then Doug because he was in the Navy, and they were like, "Oh, you got wisdom teeth. We're just going to yank them out right
Yeah.
now."
he was having no pain.
Yeah, no problem. And I don't know, Doug randomly like doesn't really have teeth problem. Like the 3 of us had braces, Doug didn't. So
No.
like, I feel like Doug probably would have been the one out of the 4 to not need his wisdom teeth out, but the Navy was
Navy
like,
said,
"Nah,
nope, we're getting them."
they're coming out now." He's like, "Oh, well, can I, I don't know, schedule an appointment or something?" No,
Nope.
just open up.
No.
Open up. I have a fork. No, I'm kidding. Shout out to the U.S. Navy.
Yes.
Yeah,
So hats
no.
off to Gary.
Wisdom teeth was that was a funny surgery.
Was it?
You
What
go
do you
in
mean-
there
what do you
and
mean
you
fun?
go in there and you get like knocked out. Well, you don't get knocked out.
Oh,
but you
right,
get
right.
Whatever. Laughing gas, anesthesia,
happy-
something.
Oh,
I'm
happy-
smart.
Happy gas.
Yeah. And then like 5, it felt like it was like a 2-minute surgery. And I just remember being doped up, walking out with Trish.
How do you feel? Mom and I have talked about this. How do you feel about people that take a video of their kids when they're loopy?
Sometimes the kids are milking it. I don't think a lot of that's genuine. They're trying to be funny.
I don't think it's fair to the kids.
The kids ask.
Oh, do they?
Most times.
I
the
mean,
kids-
'cause I
the
would
kids
not-
know that it's going to go viral on TikTok. or
Oh,
Instagram.
okay.
So the
All
kids
right.
will ask first.
Because I wouldn't do that to you or any of your siblings.
If I
wouldn't.
asked you to,
If you asked me to, I would. Yeah.
and I think most times they do.
Okay.
I don't think.
All right.
I don't think parents are like, "You're an idiot." I can't wait to show my wine
Let
club.
me show the way.
No, I don't think it's like that. I will say that a lot of those, I don't buy into it too much.
Oh, you think they're
I
acting?
think you do stupid stuff on that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. These people are like admitting that they, I don't know, killed a man. I'm like, no, settle down.
The only loopy time with the various surgeries, I wished my Jewish surgeon a Merry Christmas one time.
You what?
My Jewish surgeon, all right?
Oh,
As he was checking on me and going home for the night, I wished him a Merry Christmas. And Mom was sitting there, and he laughed, and Mom was sitting there and said, "Don't listen to him."
I just remember the people being so nice. Like I was so out of it, and I was just bragging about how the surgery was like 2 minutes. I was like, I can't believe you guys did that in 2 minutes, and they were all just laughing and being super nice.
Because it wasn't 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, no. I talked to Trish after. She was like, "Oh no, that was like over an hour. Like that was a long time." I was like, "2 minutes to me."
Yeah.
Plus, the rest of that day is fun until the pain kicks in.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Then
sleeping
it's
and
no
being
fun.
out of it. It's great. We should just live on that stuff. Is that possible?
Today's fascinating fact. Did you know it can rain diamonds on other planets? That's why Bezos and those guys are going up there. The atmospheres in Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn have such extreme pressure that they can crystallize carbon atoms and turn them into diamonds. American Scientist reports researchers were able to create the correct conditions in a lab to prove this occurs on Neptune and Uranus. Separately, other researchers speculate that it may rain as much as 2.2 million pounds of diamonds on parts of Saturn every year.
There's also asteroids with like ridiculous, like unfathomable amounts of rare minerals.
Oh, wow.
So another reason why these billionaires are going
Yeah,
out there.
I think that there has to be a reason.
I think there's actually like they're actually making like I think it's actually already created. Someone needs to fact check me, but I'm pretty sure someone's making like a satellite that could drill into the asteroid.
Probably.
I don't know why we're doing it, but we're doing it.
We're doing it. Hey, no surprise, team owners are rich with an estimated value of $9.81 billion. The ownership group behind the Boston Red Sox ranked as the third most valuable sports empire, according to a new list from Forbes. The most valuable group, according to Forbes, was Liberty Media. They own the Atlanta Braves and Formula One. That group was valued at $17.2 billion. Next on the list, at $10.54 billion, was Cranky Sports and Entertainment. It's spelled Kroenke. I'm really Cranky. They own the LA Rams, the Colorado Avalanche, the Denver Nuggets, and more.
Wow.
Fenway Sports Group is ranked third. In addition to the Red Sox, they own Liverpool FC, and they recently bought the Pittsburgh Penguins. Competitive Boston fans will be happy to know that the ownership behind the Yankees came in sixth.
Damn straight.
They're only worth $6.8 billion.
Losers.
The Kraft family, which of course owns the Patriots, the New England Revolution, and it just says more, they hit the list at number 7 with $5.8 billion.
More. We're not going to tell you what, but just more.
All right, we caught the attention of a couple of people with a story yesterday about a cure for getting to sleep. I even tried this last night because I had trouble getting to sleep. But I couldn't remember all the steps.
Oh, there we go. So take notes, people.
Yeah. Do you have trouble trying to get to sleep?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Maybe I should post this on my blog later today so you can refer to it. If you're someone that struggles to switch off when it comes to bedtime, you might want to try something called the military technique. I haven't had a chance to ask your brother about this, but this claims to be able to help you fall asleep within 2 minutes of shutting your eyes. The technique was shared on TikTok by fitness guru Justin Augustin, who called it mind-blowing.
What a name, first off.
Yeah. Justin Augustin.
Yeah.
This technique was developed in the military, he says, to allow soldiers to fall asleep at any time, any place, even on the battlefield, when the environment is extremely uncomfortable and a bit noisy. Sleep for a soldier is crucial. He says, according to my research, this was developed mainly for fighter pilots who need 100% of their reflexes and focus, which we all know decreases with a lack of sleep. To start with, you take some deep breaths and start relaxing each and every part of your body, from your head to your toe.
Just one toe? Just one toe. From your head to one singular toe.
Toes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we need to make sure we get this right.
I know. He says, start by relaxing the muscles in your forehead. Relax your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, and focus on your breathing. Now go down to your neck and your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are not tensed up. Drop them as low as you can. and keep your arms loose by your side, including your hands and fingers. While doing this, imagine a warm sensation going from your head down to your fingertips before going to your heart and your toes. Now take a deep breath and slowly exhale, relaxing your chest, your stomach, down to your thighs, knees, legs, and feet. During the technique, it's important to try and clear your mind of any thoughts and or stresses. That would be the tough part for me.
See, I think that's the point of this whole thing. I think like the relaxing everything and focus on this and focus on that. I think mainly it's just having you not think. That's when you get to sleep, is when you stop thinking.
Now, to do this, he says, you can think of two scenarios. One, you're lying in a canoe on a calm lake with nothing but a clear blue sky above you. Number two, you're lying in a black velvet hammock in a pitch black room. And if at any point you feel yourself getting distracted, repeat the words, don't think, don't think, don't think, for 10 seconds.
I don't know about that. I feel like when you tell yourself to not think, you begin to think.
He said you're supposed to practice every night for 6 weeks. Apparently, 96% of people who have mastered this technique actually are able to fall asleep within 2 minutes of shutting their eyes.
I got to put in 6 weeks of work for this?
Well, practice, right?
Wow.
Among people commenting on the post were those who were quick to state that the technique really works. Somebody said, I'm a military brat and was taught this. I also had a veteran as a psychology teacher in college who taught this. It definitely works. And another said, my doctor taught me this technique with slight variations when I had insomnia due to PTSD. Trust me, it works 100% once you get it down.
Yeah.
So
it's a skill.
Yeah.
Got to train yourself.
Learned habits.
I will say, we got some people sleeping in the chat.
Oh, who's got the...
Dana has the Z's.
Dana has the Z's.
Abby says, can we not do this while I'm working the waiting room? Just snooze.
Hey,
Just snooze.
I tried to give it my best delivery too, so.
Yeah.
All right, I will...
But you said it didn't work for you.
Well, I couldn't remember all the steps. Like I was just... Last night I was just like, okay, let's relax from my head down to my toes. And then my mind started to drift and I didn't know where I was.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Real quick, we do have some people that like your sweater.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if I can find them. I think it was Abby. Did Abby say that she likes the sweater? But then Justin, who's a big fan of your fashion.
Oh, yes. He loves my, what does he call it? My tracksuit suits.
Yeah, he loves the tracksuits. He said, Pete, I don't understand this. He said, Pete, I love the Pep Guardiola-inspired sweater. Looks very chic and sophisticated.
Pep Guardiola?
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Send me a picture is what I would like so that I can show him to see if that's true.
Is this called a cable knit, I think?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Why would I know that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, it's time for a semi-regular feature. It's time for Am I the A-Hole? A woman says her boyfriend accused her of tricking him into eating vegan food and fake meat. She posted on the Reddit page, Am I the A-Hole, to talk about the issue. The woman explained that she and her boyfriend have been together for 3.5 months. That's not a long time. And he has always enjoyed her cooking. That was until the couple had a conversation about fake meat. And the woman told him that he had been eating that stuff every time they had a meal at her place. Was it that McDonald's story we had?
McPlant.
McPlant?
The McPlant.
Yeah. Maybe that was what they talked about.
She McPlanted these meats.
And she said, well, you've been eating that all. The boyfriend accused her of tricking him into eating the meat substitute and pushing her vegan ways onto him. And he is refusing to see her again until she apologizes because he feels betrayed.
Wow. Big word.
The majority of commenters were on her side and said that her boyfriend clearly hadn't been paying attention when she told him that she was vegan. She went on to say that if her boyfriend had ever asked what they were eating, she would reply with something like burgers and assume that because she was vegan, he would have known that it's plant-based. I don't know about that. The woman also said that she suspects her boyfriend had forgotten she was vegan because she had told him once and then never mentioned it again. She went on to say that she had decided to stand her ground. After sharing the post, the woman had a lot of responses, all agreeing that she was most definitely not in the wrong. One person wrote, "The guy complains of her making him eat something he found disgusting, yet he didn't have that problem eating it before he found out what it was. He enjoyed it."
True.
Another person said he is acting like a baby. So, first of all, it's only been 3.5 months.
I think that's a decent amount of time, though, to know whether or not someone's a vegan.
Yeah.
My thing is, that's a pretty big, I don't know, trait of somebody. Like, that's because food is a very large part of our lives.
Right.
So I feel like you would know that. And therefore, if a vegan girlfriend says, "Hey, we're having burgers," I think it's your job to be like, "Wait a minute, I thought you don't eat meat."
Yeah, right.
And then the conversation would arise of, "Oh, it's not meat,"
It's
and then
not
you
meat.
avoid this entire problem. I don't know what they're talking about, but like what they spend their time talking about. But I feel like that's a pretty big detail that he's missing out on.
And the fact that he enjoyed what he was eating.
That too.
You know?
Clearly, it's not that bad. I mean, I've never had it before, so I have no idea.
Yeah,
But
I don't
if
know
he
either.
didn't notice, I mean, that's the thing. If it was like making him sick or something,
Yes,
and
right,
she was still
right.
force feeding him vegan meat, then I think maybe we got a problem there. And then maybe you're the a-hole. But no, I mean, he enjoyed it, and also, I don't know, it's kind of on him. I do think, how do you go this long without like figuring that out, like talking about it? I don't know.
What do you think, though? She says that she told him once at the
Yeah.
beginning, and then 3 months later, you think he forgot?
It does seem a little bit like she was trying to trick him, just a little bit, just because, oh, what are we having? Burgers. I mean, yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no. I don't think she's wrong, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had a friend who I haven't seen him in a long time. He's still alive, but we just our schedules don't jibe. But I knew that he would, whenever he cooked burgers, I knew it was a turkey burger.
Okay.
Because he didn't do beef, and I knew that.
Yeah.
So, and I would
I
try
don't really
it.
know how you date that long and you don't.
Yeah.
You don't just know that. I
You
don't
think
know.
you think 3.5 months is long enough?
Yeah, because also, like, don't you go out to eat and, like, I don't know, you have to ask for, like, the vegan options, don't you?
Yeah, and aren't you seeing what she's ordering?
So then at that point, you'd be like, oh, that's right, she's vegan.
Right.
Wait, we had burgers last week. That doesn't make sense. You're a fake vegan. No, actually, you've been eating fake meat.
I have a vegan friend who it was funny. We were going to get together for lunch, and she was like, "Do you mind? Do you mind if I pick the restaurant?" And at first, I was like, "Well," I thought I can pick a restaurant. I have the ability. But then she pointed out, she says, "I like to go online and make sure they have something for me."
Pete's like, ugh, I just wanted Burger King. Fine.
King.
Fine.
Any comments on this?
Justin says, I mean, if he was enjoying it, was it really that bad?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I feel like it's not that big a deal. Would it be kind of like a, hey, you should have told me? Yeah. But at the same time, I probably would have laughed and been like, well, you know what? It is pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't even hate. I don't know. Dana said, I tried KFC plant-based nuggets yesterday because I wanted some coleslaw. It was different. Jury is still out.
Okay.
Interesting. He also said, it is good practice if you can do a meatless meal once a week. Maybe we need to bring a meatless meal into this.
A meatless meal into my repertoire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell you, though. and see how you feel
See
about
how
it.
you do with it.
Yeah, see if you're mad afterwards. Diane says, when BK first came out with their veggie burger, I got a regular and a veggie and had my hubby do a taste test. He couldn't tell the difference.
Oh, wow.
Then I did it and knew right away the real meat. Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay. So you don't want to try the McPlant if it comes around here?
I'll do it strictly for the show. If it weren't for the show, I would not be
I
trying
would not,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Lori said, Dana, I agree. So I practiced and had ice cream cake last night because it was a late night and didn't want to cook. That's a meatless meal. Dana, you got to be more specific if that's not it. Because
I know.
that definitely, that's good. That's it. I don't know. Let's see. Dana says, I like your way of thinking, Lori. Dana said, I've tried many veggie burgers, some pretty good, some not so much.
Okay.
If you didn't notice, they must have been pretty good.
They must have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she's the a-hole in this case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone else pretty much, I think, agrees.
Do you?
I do.
You agree?
I agree.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, and I mainly say that because he seemed to be, I mean, maybe I didn't read it correctly, but he seemed to be okay with the food until he found out what it was.
Yeah.
You know? So
Which, at that point, you're just, you're lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, shut up, bro. You're the a-hole. Mystery dude.
Yeah. Random question time. Yesterday we asked, what was or would you like to have as your first dance wedding song? Mark said Love Stinks, but then put in an LOL.
Oh.
I hope so, yeah. Andrea said Always and Forever. Do you know that song? It was by a band called Heatwave.
If I heard it, sing it.
Always and Forever.
Sure.
This
From
moment
those
with you.
4 notes, yeah.
Okay.
No, maybe. I don't know.
Susan said Time in New England, but the song is actually Weekend in New England by Barry Manilow. Beautiful song. I haven't heard that in a while. Chris said Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton. And Ken said IOU by Lee Greenwood. I don't know it.
I only know, what is it? God Bless
God
the USA.
Bless the USA is all I know.
Yeah,
Lee
it's
Greenwood.
the only one I know.
Today we
That could
asked,
be a first dance song if you're patriotic.
What? Of course.
Yeah.
Today we ask, and I know some of you are like, I don't do fast food, but speaking of fast food, if you could have free meals for life at one fast food chain, which one would you choose?
Do we consider Chipotle fast food?
I would.
Then yes, Chipotle.
Yeah. If you could have free meals. Now, I don't think this means that's all you eat. I'm just saying that whenever you want, you've got free food from there.
I see. It would be an expensive experiment, but I genuinely think I could eat a burrito every day and be absolutely fine. I mean, it's good nutrient-wise, too. You got protein.
I haven't thought about that.
Rice, chicken.
Yeah. You can have some lettuce in there.
You can have some veggies in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so if
burritos every day.
If you could have free meals for life at one fast food chain, which one would you choose? I kind of like Chick-fil-A. I kind of like that.
Chick-fil-A is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not go for, the big three.
The only thing I'll say about Chick-fil-A is you're limiting yourself to just chicken.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least at the other places you have choices.
But you are right. You don't have to eat it every day.
But you're limiting yourself to burritos, right?
You can have multiple meats in burritos.
Oh, yes, right. You can have chicken or steak.
And Diane said, where was it? Matt, you'll have to try the plant-based burritos at Chipotle. Let us know. I didn't even know they had that, but maybe. It's tough. When you love something so much, it's tough to change from that.
Yeah.
And I do love me a chicken burrito. Yeah.
All right. So do we have any answers? You can let us know in the chat, and we'll also post this on the socials later today.
Let's see. Justin says Five Guys, and Abby says, random question, like any place or just places I have around here?
I would say any place.
That would limit your options to like one place. So why don't we say any place?
Dream. Yes, go for it.
Dream. Gail says Chick-fil-A. Lori says D'Angelo's. I think D'Angelo's has the best steak and cheese I've had. I love D'Angelo's steak and cheese.
Yes.
And their bread is awesome. I don't know what it is about their bread. I love D'Angelo's bread. Good answer.
Has Subway declined over the years? I don't know. I used to be
maybe. I think there's more options now.
Okay.
Subway used to be like the cream of the crop for subs.
Right.
But now you got Jersey Mike's, you got D'Angelo's.
True.
Plus you got like mom and pop places sometimes.
Right. Pizza places have their own subs. So
Mia says the worst part about Chick-fil-A is the line is always ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. I will say though, they got it down. They got the science of drive-thrus down, and everyone else needs to take notes. Lori said, yes, I do not like Subway at all. Yeah, I haven't had it in a long time.
Yeah.
There's just better options now.
There are. Yeah. They used to be the only option in our town.
Yeah. Plus, I just their new ad campaign where they're like, we got so much new stuff like a turkey sandwich, and I'm like, that's not new.
No,
I don't know if it's exactly a turkey sandwich,
Yeah.
but like they kept listing options. I'm like, that's just a sandwich that should have been there the whole time.
I know.
Yeah. Diane says Wendy's. Not a big Wendy's guy.
No,
I like it every now and then.
we tried their fries, but yeah. And what's up with their square burgers? Why did they just want to be different?
I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, they don't?
do
Okay. I don't know. I haven't been there in a
I
while.
don't think so. Someone let us know. Dana says D'Angelo's number 9 on a pita. Steak and cheese bomb in a pocket.
Oh, yes.
Diane says I think Subway has declined. That's why they're paying big bucks for ads for celebrity athletes. They do have some top name celebrities there.
They do.
Yeah. Let me know if you have any more answers. But Chipotle for me. What'd you say for you? Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Although you had a good point. I'm limiting myself to just chicken.
I mean, it is great though. It is great.
All right, some Hollywood headlines today. Martha Stewart has survived 3 lightning strikes. The lifestyle icon revealed that she had been struck by lightning 3 times during a recent visit to the Ellen DeGeneres show, which aired last Thursday. At least 2 of the 3 happened while she was at home. She said, once it came out of my water faucet. I was leaning against an iron sink. I saw the lightning go down the pipe out in my garden, and then it came back up through the water and hit me right in the stomach.
Ooh, that's like everyone says like don't take a shower when there's like a thunderstorm, and I always think that's like
She
it's
said
the shower.
He's ex-husband now. My ex-husband found me. I was alive, but very uncomfortable.
Oh, that's scary.
The second time, a lightning bolt came through my skylight in my house. I just attract electricity, I guess. Stewart did not explain what happened the third time, but when asked what it feels like to be struck by lightning, she said it felt horrible. I would think so. I would think so.
Oof, that's crazy, though.
Joshua Jackson will play the lead role in the Fatal Attraction television series based on the movie with the same name. Paramount Plus announced a series based on the 1987 movie. The film starred Michael Douglas as Dan, a businessman, who has an affair with Alex, who was played by Glenn Close, during a weekend where his wife and daughter are out of town. When he breaks up with Alex, she comes after him and his family. Ooh. Never saw it. I have not seen that movie. We have a live-action Godzilla sequel coming to Apple TV streaming service. The series will be based on the legendary Godzilla movies. And nearly 40 years after it first debuted, the holiday movie A Christmas Story is getting a sequel with the original star, Peter Billingsley, set to reprise his role and produce. A Christmas Story Christmas is being produced along with Vince Vaughn. A box office failure when it first premiered in 1983, A Christmas Story has become one of the most beloved holiday movies in cinema history. Much of the story's appeal is its simple, nostalgic story about Ralphie, played by Billingsley, a kid who desperately wants a Red Ryder BB rifle that everyone says, including the mall Santa, will shoot his eyes out. The new film will take place in the 70s, with the adult Ralphie bringing his family to his childhood home for Christmas. That could work. The new film will begin production in February.
See, this is the type of thing where it doesn't even have to be good. They'll make their money.
Oh, yeah.
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 So, which always makes me a little nervous.
Why?
When you get something
that it's not going to be good?
Yeah, when you get something that big, sometimes, then I mean, it could be wrong. Like Fuller House.
Fuller House worked.
People liked it
Yeah.
a lot. I only saw a couple seasons. I never actually finished it, but that's not about the show. Anyways, like sometimes it works, but I feel like more often than not, you're just doing it to bring back a phenomenon and kind of make some money off it.
Right.
So I could be wrong. I mean, Vince Vaughn is great.
Yeah.
So that's big.
Okay.
Good, decent storyline already. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, there's also a lot of people like Sarah and sometimes myself that don't really understand the hype of that movie. But
I don't either.
it's not that good.
Why is it on
All day.
continuously?
And why do people, Josh, Kat's fiance, why do they obsess over it and watch it over and over
He
again?
loves that movie.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
I don't know. Do we have any new chats before we wrap up?
Let's see. Gail said Chick-fil-A doesn't always have their drive-thru down. I made it through the lines to the window to pay, but no one took my order.
Oh,
well,
wow.
I can say that the ones that we've been to have it down, but that could be because they're in like very busy areas.
Right.
So I feel like they kind of have to have it down.
Yeah, Virginia Beach. Yeah.
I don't know. We should take a trip up to Seekonk to see how that one is.
I've heard that it's not as good.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just something I heard third hand, but
I don't know. We'll have to be the judge of it.
See, a couple of things here. Big Papi is going to find out tonight whether or not he's in the Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
So what do you think?
Has to be.
I don't see why not.
There's no reason why he shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Someone who, I mean, he has the stats, he has the titles, and someone that impacts the city that much. How do you not?
Has there been some argument that a designated hitter should not get the award? That it should, you should know?
I haven't heard that. I mean, he's the best at his position. I mean, I don't understand.
And if you look at impact that he had on a team, definitely he deserves it.
Plus, I mean, hitting is the whole aspect of baseball that gets you anywhere. You can be a phenomenal fielder. If you can't hit the ball, you will not survive in the MLB. That's just the truth of it.
That's true.
Like, very rarely, and the only position you really see it with, and obviously I'm excluding pitching because that doesn't count, but like catching is the only one where maybe you can make it if you can't hit. But even nowadays, you have to be able to hit. And so, like, the whole should have designated hitter, get it? That doesn't really make sense to me because hitting is everything, and he did it phenomenally. So... Yes. To answer your question, yes.
He finds out tonight. Just a couple of program notes. We do have the Battle of the Sibs coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I forgot what the...
Harry Potter trivia.
Harry Potter
Part
trivia.
2.
Oh, that's right,
Part
because
2.
the reunion.
Reunion is out,
Which is on... was it Hulu? No.
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
Just
pick
straight.
one. Yeah.
Yes. And what else did I want to... we'll have Foodie Friday on Thursday this week because Friday's travel day. So, gonna be...
For you guys, day off from me.
That's right. Whoop! You get to sleep in.
Yeah, but I do have to prep the show to the what'd you guys call it? The interstate show. Does that make sense?
Interstate?
Isn't an interstate crosses state lines? So
yes.
The interstate show.
There you go.
I don't know.
Because we are crossing many lines.
Last thing, excuse me, Andrea says Chick-fil-A is also in Plymouth. Cobb salad is so good. I've never had the salads from Chick-fil-A, but Sarah and Trish speak very highly of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a number one guy.
So when you go there for the rest of your life, you'll have options.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can have a Cobb salad on Monday. And
just a different type of chicken.
Got it. That'll do it for today. Thank you so much for watching or listening on the podcast. If you enjoy what we do here, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are live weekdays here on YouTube, and you can also find us on all of your favorite podcast apps. And you can also leave us a voicemail message with your questions, comments, ideas for the show, or birthday shout-outs, or if you want to vote on my sweater, 774-473-9910. We leave you with a thought for the day, and our thought today is never give up on something you really want. It's difficult to wait, but worse to regret. All right. No matter what, make it a great day.
Peace.